This event became much more than a reunion after a long break. It became a reminder of why the web of weird exists in the first place. We talked about what happens when life refuses to stay predictable. Loss, fires, broken computers, unexpected gifts, health challenges, work pressure, being locked out of your own house. Sometimes everything seems to arrive at once. Yet beneath all these very different stories, one theme kept returning. We are capable of standing in chaos without becoming the chaos. One of the strongest reflections came from the experience of unexpectedly receiving help. Weird ones are often fiercely independent. We are used to solving problems, helping others, and figuring things out ourselves. But we explored another kind of strength, allowing ourselves to receive. One member expressed it beautifully. When we allow someone to help us, we may actually be giving them a gift, the opportunity to contribute, care, and share what they have. Receiving and giving are not opposites. They are part of the same circulation of energy. And perhaps this is part of what a real community is. Not a collection of people proving how independent they are, but people strong enough to both give and receive. We can hold more than one reality. We also talked about our ability to move between completely different realities. Joy can exist beside grief. Responsibility can exist beside exhaustion. Chaos can exist beside calm. We can deal with one crisis without allowing it to consume every other part of our lives. Several members connected this to compartmentalization, not as avoidance, but as a capability. We can put our attention where it is needed, deal with what is in front of us, and then move to the next thing. That ability matters far beyond our personal lives. The world itself feels increasingly chaotic. Weird ones who can remain grounded, think differently, and refuse to be pulled into panic have something important to contribute. The weird ones need to take their place. This became one of the strongest messages of the conversation. The weird ones cannot remain hidden. As technology, AI, society, and our understanding of humanity change, the world needs people who can think beyond existing systems, people who trust intuition, people who see possibilities others do not yet see, people who can remain human while technology accelerates around us. As one member reflected, reality itself seems to be pushing us to change how we see life and how we see ourselves. Our responsibility is not to force everyone else to become like us. It is simpler than that. We need to become visible. When we express what we see, create what we believe in, and live according to what feels true, others discover that another way of living is possible. A place where we don't have to explain ourselves. We also recognize something precious about this community. There are things we can say inside the web of weird that many of us would never say anywhere else. Here, we don't immediately turn someone's difficulty into drama. We don't have to shrink an experience so other people can understand it. We can move from grief to laughter, from philosophy to practical problems, from vulnerability to outrageous humor, and somehow everyone keeps up. That is part of the magic. The web is a place where complexity is allowed, a place where traditions can be questioned without attacking those who still value them. A place where we can create our own way of living rather than automatically following the way things are supposed to be done. A place where weirdness does not need defending. We don't have to do everything. Another powerful theme emerged around burnout. Several members shared the importance of stepping back when necessary. We talked about the danger of the Superman syndrome, the belief that because we can carry something, we must continue carrying it. Sometimes strength means continuing. Sometimes strength means stopping. Sometimes the most responsible thing we can do is say, "This can continue without me for a while." And one beautiful realization from the event was that a real community allows that. We can disappear when life requires our attention and return without guilt, because the web is still here. The web is evolving. The event also marked the beginning of a new chapter. Rather than trying to create a major themed event every week, the web of weird will become simpler, more spacious, and more intentional. There will be dedicated spaces for different kinds of weird ones, including a space with a stronger neurodivergent focus, spaces for those who want to take ideas and leadership further into the world, and our beloved bragging sessions, where we come together and celebrate what is happening across the web. And there was a wonderful image offered during the conversation. Instead of only gathering inside the web, we can begin throwing our threads outward. Then we return and ask, what did we catch in the web? A person, an idea, a possibility, a connection, something we discovered out there that belongs in here. This is how a web grows, not through advertising, through connection, through people, through us. The web of weird is becoming real. Perhaps the biggest realization from this event was that the web of weird is not just a pleasant weekly conversation. It is becoming something more important. We are building relationships strong enough to survive absence, a network where people can ask for help, a place where differences become intelligence, a community where we can practice remaining grounded when the world becomes unstable. We don't know exactly what the future will ask from us, but maybe weird ones were never supposed to know the path in advance. Maybe our gift is that we know how to enter the unknown, look around and say, okay, what wants to happen now? To every weird one already inside the web, take your place. Speak more loudly, create more boldly, throw your threads farther. And to every weirdling who has been searching for people who see the world a little differently, you found us. The world is changing. And this time, the weird ones are not standing on the sidelines. We are building the web. Join our community, the web of weird, and come help us weave what happens next.